against my better judgment, for the second time in a row in 2 years straight in the fall, I came to the Trinity River. Brought the Slayer, no electronics, no trolling motor. Just me, the boat, a couple of rods, my life jacket, bag of tools, my backpack. Today, guys, I'm using my BarFly jigs, my boxes. I've got pink chartreuse, stained water box, and I've got a new ball tail box. A little bit bigger bait. It's a ball tail, tends to want to drift out and flutter as it's dropping. I really like that bait. I've got all 4 of my boxes in my bag right here. And then that's what we're gonna use today. I'm gonna just try to get down here and get this kayak in the water because it is a booger. If you guys remember from last year, they call this a kayak launch, but the only way down this launch, right there. So, I'm gonna shut this camera down. Try to get this kayak down here without tearing it up. I'm gonna start with this little log right here. Now I got a lot of wind at my back, so I won't be able to get up too close. Try to get in there. Oh, first drop hung up. I knew that was coming. I can see the branches in there. Oh, yep, broke off. First drop, guys, broke off. First flipping drop. That's all right. It's gonna be messy today. We're gonna go through some jigs today because we are gonna be fishing structure and we're gonna be fishing fuzzy structure. A bunch of hairy mess. Oh, you know what? I think I made a huge mistake. I did. I made a big mistake. I don't have any options either. Shoot. That sucks. Bet you're wondering why I'm in the truck right now when I supposedly just launched back there in the river. Well, I left my jig box in the boat. I had all my plastics, I have all my bobbers, don't have any jig heads. First drop, got into a thick tree, broke off immediately, went in my bag, no more jigs, no more fishing, and I just launched. That launch is no fun. So I had to figure out what to do. Called a couple buddies. They're all busy, can't help me out. So what I had to do is I went downriver to a place where no one could see from the sides, from the bridges or any of the cover or any of the walking paths. I tied off my kayak. Then I walked up the bank through the thicket. Man, my legs are all cut up from those thorn bushes, man. Crazy thorn vines everywhere. Jumped in a truck. I'm headed into town to see if I can find me a couple packs of jig heads, and then I'll go back. Feel pretty safe about where I tied off the kayak, that no one's gonna find it. I hope not, because I left my camera gear, my rods, my backpack, all my back tackle, my cooler, all my gear, everything is still on the kayak. So I just wasn't hauling it out of there. It's too hard to get in and out. So we're gonna go see what we can find. Hopefully one of these little shops has some tackle. All this is close to the lake, so Hopefully they got a little wall of tackle and I can just pluck me off a couple of packs of jig heads. Got my wallet, got my phone, got my keys. Guess that's the most important three. I guess if I lost everything else, I still got those. Anyways, guys, let's go see if we can find some jigs and get our butt back to that kayak before it disappears. Alright. So they don't have any jig heads at this store, but they've got some marabous, so I'm gonna get me a few of each. A few of each color. And I'll just fish with those. That's what we'll have to do today. Go ahead and get me a couple of yellow ones too. Let's go ahead and take all of these. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Yeah, white, yellow with the orange head, green body, and white with a green body, orange head. That's all we have. That's it. That's all we can do. So we'll pay for them, see what happens. Guys, I haven't fished with Marabou store-bought jigs since I was a teenager, and I'm 50 years old. These things are atrocious. Look at this. Green, orange, and white. Look at that tail. It's huge. We have to modify that. Got green, orange, and yellow. And solid white. The solid white has a little smaller tail. But it's they're 16th ounce, which is good. That's what I want. So we'll just have to get down there. I think I have some nail clippers in my console that I used to cut line with. And we'll see if we can trim down some of them marabou tails and get them down to a reasonable size. Those things are gigantic. Bait profile is kind of important when it comes to this fish this time of year. Smaller profile tends to work better. So we'll get back and see what we can do. I wish I had a little pair of scissors. Lucky I have anything at this point. So let's get back and see if we have a kayak left. I'm sure it's still there, but alright, I gotta find a way down to the water that does not involve lacerations. I think this is good. That's a path. I didn't see this path earlier. Looky there. There she is. Intact. Alright, we gotta kind of try to trim off some of that mess those jigs have on them. I wonder how, dang it, it's gonna be bad. Okay, there we go. In the kayak we go. There's my shades. $200-something pair of Oakley 2 faces. Oh yeah, that came out pretty easy. Put those feathers in the bottom. That came out really easy actually. Yeah, it's cutting with a non-issue. Let's wet it. See what it looks like laying down. Looks like a fuzz ball. Looks like roadkill. That's what it looks like. Looks like roadkill. It's going to be a miracle if I can get a crappie to want to eat this ugly thing. They're going to have to be starving. We won't catch it up pretty quick. We'll switch it up. Because I kind of hacked up that tail pretty bad. But you never know. This one's kind of a mess. All we can really do with this one's just try not to get hung up. Lot likely to catch a little largemouth or something out of here. But we can just get in here and give it a try. Oh, got something. Something hit it on the way down. Thing is a little, like I said, largemouth or a bluegill. Got one. Fish on. Oh, nice crappie. Oh yeah. Heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about. We don't need to make a ruckus. We just need to back out of there and be quiet. Look at that, guys. First fish in the boat. Marabou ugly jig. Homemade looking Marabou, convenience store ugly jig. Look at that thing. That's terrible. I mean, that's just terrible. Got one. Little guy. Little bitty guy. I just dipped it around that tree branch over there and whammo. I wish that was a better fish. But ugly little jig. So let's try that again. That was too easy. That was like way too easy. There we go. Looky there. We got us a jig head. See if we can get a roof penetration. Yeah, just like that. Alright, let's get in our bag of tricks and get some nice looking plastics out. If I'm gonna run an orange head, I'm gonna run rat rod out of the stain box. It's meant to go on an orange head. This one here. Here. Alright, let's do that. I like rat rods, one of my favorite colors. There we go. We'll run it shallow so we don't have, since we don't have such a hook gap that we might want. Run it up there. Oh yeah, look at there. No more ugly marabous. Now we got us a rat rod. It's not balanced very well, but that jig head's junk, so. Guys, dadgummit. That sucks. And I stuck him too, so he ain't coming back for it. He won't come back for that. Out here, you don't get as many opportunities as some other places. So it's like kind of one of those things where you need to take advantage of it. And I did not. Maybe he just had it solid and didn't have the hook. Maybe he'll try it again. There's a lot of algae in here. It's green though. It's not like golden algae or nothing. Got him. Got that one. Oh, that's a big one. That's a nice one. Oh, that's a nice one. Get in here. Get in here. Get in here. Oh, heck yeah. That's what I'm talking about right there. That's a dog. Ha ha ha. Got a dog off the end of that tree on my rat rod. Yes, sir. We ain't playing today. That's a nice fish. He's fat too. Look how thick he is. Smells good. Like when he smell good. Fight, 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 baby. All right. That was a good one. I knew that first one that I got a hold of was pretty thick. He felt good. There we go. Fish on. That's good crappie. Yeah, I like that. I like that. That's a good one. I like that. I'm gonna let that one go. He's keeper size, but just barely, and I don't want just barely. I want those bigger fish. So let's see if we can catch a couple bigger ones. I'm sure there's a couple more down there somewhere. Got one. Fish on. That's a better fish. Whatever that is, that's a big fish. That's probably a bass. He's ticked, yeah. That's a nice largemouth. That's a nice largemouth. Look at that one. 4-pound test. Be careful, he'll break me off. Ooh, that's a nice largie. Got a little cancer on his lip. I don't want that. Not bad fish. Let him go. Man, he got to hold that jig, man. He didn't want to let go. That was a hammer dog. I'm glad I had some drag set. I definitely lost that jig. He was after it. fish on. Fish on. Nice crappie. Oh, keeper. Golly, I didn't expect that. Woo! Yes, sir. That's a nice one. Got my lunch out there. Look at there. That'll work. I sure didn't expect that one. I sure didn't. That's a nice old crappie right there.